Hello, this is Across the Niger Delta, the weekend edition of Niger Delta Today. On the program, we'll take you on a journey through the unique culture, lifestyle, and people of the region, with a touch of entertainment, job creation opportunities, and even talent exhibition. The environmental and socio-economic challenges faced by communities in the region are also looked at while promoting inclusivity, resilience, and showcasing the rich cultural heritage of its people. Opinions of locals and experts are also in the view, as the program also helps interface with them on opportunities and challenges in the region. I am Averusogene Ebo. Welcome to Across the Niger Delta.
On this edition, federal government initiates compensation panel over Lagos-Calabar Highway project. Delta monarch Ikolo, arrested over soldiers killing in Okwama, regains freedom. Environmentalists in Niger Delta advocates just transition process amidst energy shifts. And on today's big story, we will dwell on Access Tourism Initiative in the Niger Delta.
To begin the program this fine afternoon, let's look at the festivity of Segben Kambowe of the Delta and Bayelsa Ijaw people. The festival, which does not only symbolize the unity of the people, but also a festival that symbolizes repentance from wrongdoings, had people from within and outside the region in attendance. Let's have a look.
Especially in ensuring the safety of the environment and the people. Let's have a look.
In a well-arranged receptacle, a well-arranged plant, recycling plant, you take all of these things to the tray to pass through the conveyor. The separators will now pick rubber, organic waste like that. And so to me, if I want to go into recycling, I don't think I will go into every area. I will go into every area because why? The sewage even, you can get fertilizer through the sewage water. The sockaway, the local will say sockaway. That thing is a waste, but you can recycle it. You get fertilizer from there. Nitrogen fertilizer, you can get it through sewage, this thing.
In a world of overwhelming voices where everyone has different opinion on different issues, it is important that we bring the core issue to the fore. Join me, Nancy Banigo, on Softline as we lend our voices to inform and influence your thoughts and actions. This is not just mere talk, it is an invocative program that touches the core of our existence.
ADBN, Advocate Broadcasting Network.
Tune in to Niger Beats on ADBN every weekday on DSTV channel 258 and Star Times channel 140. Let's vibe together to the hottest tunes straight out of Niger. Don't miss a beat. Join the reading, join the fun.
ADBN Smartphone Film Workshop.
Are you a young adult with a passion for storytelling and content creation? Do you reside in the Niger Delta and desire to become a filmmaker or content creator?
Then you should register for the ADBN Smartphone Film Workshop, an exciting opportunity brought to you by ADBN TV. Embark on a journey to unlock your creative potential by learning the art of filmmaking, sound design, and lighting using your smartphone. Then This is your chance to turn your ideas into reality. So hurry now and register via our website at www.adbntv.com. But wait, that's not all. Your creations will be aired on ADBN TV, channel 258 on DSTV, 140 on StarTimes, Avo TV app, Limex World TV app, and Niger TV app, reaching audiences far and wide. And guess what? 3 lucky winners will be selected for the grand cash prize of 5 million naira.
Meet our facilitators.
Now at www.adbntv.com and take the first step towards a future in filmmaking and content creation. ADBN Smartphone Film Workshop. Unleash your creativity.
In a world of overwhelming voices where everyone has different opinion on different issues, it is important that we bring the core issue to the fore. Join me, Nancy Banigo, on Softline as we lend our voices to inform and influence your thoughts and actions. This is not just mere talk, it is an invocative program that touches the core of our existence.
ADBN, Advocate Broadcasting Network.
Tune in to Niger Beats on ADBN every weekday on DSTV channel 258 and StarTimes channel 140. Let's vibe together to the hottest tunes straight out of Niger. Don't miss a beat. Join the reading, join the fun.
Smartphone Film Workshop.
Are you a young adult with a passion for storytelling and content creation? Do you reside in the Niger Delta and desire to become a filmmaker or content creator?
Then you should register for the ADBN Smartphone Film Workshop, an exciting opportunity brought to you by ADBN TV. Embark on a journey to unlock your creative potential by learning the art of filmmaking, sound design, and lighting using your smartphone. This is your chance to turn your ideas into reality. So hurry now and register via our website at www.adbntv.com. But wait, that's not all. Your creations will be aired on ADBN TV, channel 258 on DSTV, 140 on StarTimes, Avo TV app, Limex World TV app, and Niger TV app, reaching audiences far and wide. And guess what? 3 lucky winners will be selected for the grand cash prize of 5 million naira.
Meet our facilitators.
We sincerely apologize for the mix-up in the videos that came up earlier. Moving now to waste generation from Bayelsa State. If you can recall, waste generation is as old as man's existence, but the way and manner we dispose of this waste actually go a long way in shaping our immediate environment. Let's take a look at the way waste is being collected and disposed in Bayelsa State. Do enjoy it.
Management. Amidst the natural beauty lies a pressing issue that demands attention and action. For years, Bayelsa has struggled with inadequate waste management infrastructure, leading to environmental degradation, public health risk, and economic losses.
We are not into this. We just all of the refuse. We don't this refuse here. No sorting. We bring rubber, plastic, everything. Just dump at the receptacle. In other areas, they do sorting. In the Western world, they do sorting. Here, we don't do sorting. We just bring everything together. So, in a well-arranged receptacle, a well-arranged plant, recycling plant, you take all of these things to the tray to pass through the conveyor. The separators will now pick rubber, organic waste like that. And so, to me, if I want to go into recycling, I don't think I will go into every area. I will go into every area. The sewage even, you can get fertilizer through the sewage water. The sockaway, the local will say sockaway. That thing is a waste. But you can recycle it. You get fertilizer from there, nitrogen fertilizer. You can get it through sewage, this thing. Other chemicals there. It's like that. You can get pellets from plastics when you pass through this thing. You can get pellets from glass. Still get pellets from this thing. So we have organic this thing too from the same waste. So ordinarily, if I'm going to recycling, I will go into all. But we still have some recycling plants in Yenego. I think one of them is somewhere at a Lebele area of Bayasapam area. They are building now. They've contacted us. The moment they are ready, we'll just give them the raw materials. But it will be easier, it will make our job easier. Because I'll go to drop at the conveyor belt or the basin, then it will be easier for us. But it has improved. I don't think any city, capital city in Nigeria is clean as Senegal. No. And this is something, that's why I see all of these awards. And so, Our relationship is very cordial. Government is not paying us. The number of persons we engage in doing the job is 766 persons. Young characters. These are people who are supposed to be in the street disturbing and causing problems, but they are gainfully employed. We are on a tripod. We engage these young men, this number. They will be reasonable to their family. They will be part of the economy, and we'll keep them away from crime. So that aspect, the government is very comfortable with us. We too are comfortable with the government because they are not owing us. So the cost of operation is becoming something unbearable for now. What I will advise residents of Bayelsa concerning managing their refuse, they should package them very well and bring them to the designated receptacle closer to them. Closer to them. They should obey all rules and regulations of the Ministry of Environment and Aprastata. Above all, they should know that if they generate refuse, make sure they drop it properly, because their own refuse can cause trouble for the next person. So, and again, they should talk to their landlords. Those who don't have toilets, should talk to their landlords to get them toilet. Where the landlord refuse, they should come and report to the Ministry of Environment. The Ministry of Environment will give that landlord an abatement notice immediately. They will build that toilet for them. It's practicable. So this is all the advice I have for them concerning our operations. Then again, to advise through this medium to those that they should keep their refuse concerning medical waste properly. Because we used to like that.
That go from get down, now go spray down chemical so that your dog will cool down before go walk out. As you walk finish, now comes from get in place again, spray them again. Before go enter motor, go the next point, continue as we are walking like this, as the walk finish, then cover the net, so that dirty not go fly for the road. Anywhere we see dirty, we'll pack them. If na roadside, we go pack and go sweep and where make the place, make the state they need. So I appreciate the precariat and the government. So we are working where state are trying, government are trying. So the state they need.
And my work is to fumigate the dustbin before they carry out their functions. Then after the work, I still fumigate again to keep the place neat and out from all those insecticides. That's my work. It's for bacteria and even the smell. For bacteria and smell and all those insecticides. Yes.
The economic benefits of recycling are undeniable, from job creation to revenue generation and environmental conservation. By embracing recycling and sustainable waste management practices, Bayelsa is paving the way.
Cross River State has made efforts recently to strengthen the ties with communities, highlighting the state's strength in agriculture, mineral resources, and tourism. The Cross River State government held its first Executive Governors Roundtable to attract investment as well as position its economy at the front burner of globalization.
Road projects aimed at affecting buses along the routes. Ensuring fair compensation based on approved documentation
to be reviewed by this.
The Cross River State government has unveiled plans to position itself as Nigeria's leading state by 2027. The governor, Senator Basi Utu, said the initiative prioritizes a prosperous and educated citizenry. Governor emphasized that the well-being of Cross River needs paramount. He said his government seeks to achieve this vision by fostering increased wealth creation, attracting investment opportunities, and promoting collaboration across various sectors.
The economies of the world are growing in interconnectedness due to globalization, making for increased wealth creation, opportunities and fluidity in investment and cooperation forms. The state is thus making frantic efforts to position its economy to take advantage of this increased mobility of corridor globally. Cross River State, also known as the People's Paradise, is home to a constantly evolving economy with strong history as one of the most flourishing states for regional trade and diversified economy based on abundant resources with a strong commitment towards sustainable economic environment and social development. The state's fast-growing economy reflects its strategic location with arable land suitable for a variety of crops, vast deposits of diverse solid minerals, beautiful mountains and forests, hospitable people with a reputation as one of the safest places to work and live. The government has built on these strategic advantages towards making the state a hotspot for tourism and businesses. With the annual Calabar Carnival tag as the biggest street party in Africa, hosting hundreds of thousands of tourists from around the world. The state has opportunities for cooperation, which cut across sectors such as infrastructure, healthcare, education, social development, humanitarian services, agribusiness, commerce, industry, manufacturing, solid minerals, oil and gas, tourism, and hospitality. It is my belief that this forum provides an opportunity for the state to understand better the requirements for development, cooperation, and for development partners to share their perspective and experiences in various sectors of intervention, projects, and development. It is my hope that this roundtable becomes an avenue that will shape the state's development and cooperation agenda for shared prosperity and sustainable development. Once more, on behalf of the good people of Cross River State, many whom I've seen in this hall, from the very highest to the lowest, we want to once more, from the bottom of our hearts, welcome each and every one. As I declare this Governor's Executive Roundtable meeting open. Once more, thank you, and God bless you. Thank you.
Vice Chairman of the Cross River State Planning Commission, Dr. Bong Duke, presented the state development framework, adding that the state's vision is to become the leading Nigerian state by 2027.
The state has a vision, and our vision is to be the leading Nigerian state by 2027 with prosperous, healthy, and well-educated citizens, living in harmony with people and nature, and pursuing legitimate interests in freedom, moderated by good governance. This is our logical framework. Based on research and reports, His Excellency comes up with policies, and we make our plans based on policies. From the plans, we budget. After budgeting, we implement. After implementation, we monitor and evaluate what has been implemented. Get results of such monitoring and evaluation, and it gives His Excellency a chance to drop another policy. So the cycle continues. So that is our logical framework in Cross River. So our policies are based, our planning is based on policy. So we have policy-based planning, we have plan-based budgeting, and we have budget-based expenditure and implementation. Expenditure and implementation also based monitoring and evaluation reports. Then our monitoring and evaluation reports give rise to our policy. His Excellency came up with the People First Economic Development Blueprint while he was contesting to be governor. And that contains everything, or some of the things he decided to do. So the blueprint gave rise to the development of our development agenda. Could you go back, please? So, with the development agenda, we've developed our action plans and our what we call Cross River State Economic Empowerment Development Strategy that will last between 2024 to 2027.
The roundtable aligns with the state's broader goal of capitalizing on its growing economic momentum. Goodwill messages were received from representatives of key international partners.
Good morning, all. Your Excellency, Senator Prince Bassey Edith Otu, the Governor of the Cross River State, distinguished gentlemen, my colleague ambassadors who are present over here, ladies and gentlemen. As in Nigeria, please allow me to stand on the existing protocol. Oh, yes. Thank you, Nancy, for introducing my country better than perhaps I could have done. Thank you very much. It's a great honor and pleasure for me to be here, to be part of this Cross River State Executive Governors Roundtable. India and Nigeria have been excellent partners, and we have had a relationship going back to 1958, 2 years before independence, when we had established diplomatic relations with Nigeria. And given the quantum of work that we have been doing, our relationship on the political level, economic level, and people-to-people level has been quite strong. We have more than 155 Indian companies which have invested.
Which would be that we've seen amply discussed on the screen, and another one which we call the greenfield development, but definitely two assets that are there and undoubtedly have much potential. And Belgium.
Moving on to more from Delta, the federal government has launched a compensation verification committee that will be reviewing and compensating landowners impacted by the construction of the 15 trillion naira Lagos highway. Minister of Works David made it known, also directed the committee to finish verification in 10 days and begin remuneration April 28th. Aligned with President Bola Tinubu's administration's agenda, clarifying that only property owners with proven titles will be compensated. The committee will access compensation details and visit sites for evaluation, ensuring adherence to federal compensation rates. The work minister underscored legal boundaries, stating that properties within 250-meter shoreline setback without federal titles will not be He urged the committee to diligently follow legal procedures of potential waivers for compensation in certain cases.
Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi, outlined the significance of the 700-kilometer Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road project aimed at connecting urban centers along the route. He said the committee will engage with property owners impacted by the construction, ensuring fair compensation based on approved documentation and federal government rates.
And the works to be reviewed by this committee is very simple, and it's just to interact with the property owners that are going to be affected. In the presence of the committee, look at the compensation as united to eat and where possible you and the moment they do our enumeration.
Engineer Mai clarified that some properties along the coastal line will require a presidential waiver for compensation.
to oath of office, and that by respecting the Constitution. But the president is the president of all, so he will take that decision, not me. But if you have a title within the right of the federal government, you'll be qualified for this. If you also have a title, if right of way is going outside our own entitlement of 250 from the coastline, then that is Lagos State government, and they're working with us.
The committee, composed of representatives from the Lagos State government, traditional rulers and property owners, has been given a 10-day time frame to complete its tasks, effective immediately. Compensation procedures will follow the EPC plus.
Also across the Niger Delta, the Nigerian Army has released the traditional ruler of Ehu Kingdom, His Royal Highness Clement Ikolo, who turned himself in to the police after he was declared wanted over the murder of 17 military personnel in Okwama, Ughelli of Delta State. Recall that the monarch was declared wanted by the Defense Headquarters alongside 7 others for alleged involvement in the heinous act. His release was after the senator representing Delta Senatorial District at the 10th National Assembly, Senator Ede Dafinone, stood shorty for him. Stakeholders in the oil-rich region of the Niger Delta have raised concerns about the global push for an energy shift from fossil fuels to renewables. They argue that before African nations fully adopt the transition, the need to scrutinize the process and intentions of the Western world is necessary. Renowned environmentalists Alagoa Morris and Charles Oyibo expressed these views as a community dialogue event organized by the Health of Mother Earth Foundation, HOMEF, in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital. The dialogue aimed to educate aspiring environmentalists about the complexities of environmental reporting, particularly in challenging areas like the Niger Delta. Alagoa also emphasized the importance of considering various factors, such as job losses and the impact on remote communities and the environment before embracing the energy transition. He highlighted the need for a just transition that accounts for the needs and challenges faced by African societies, especially in regions heavily reliant on fossil fuels like natural gas for everyday activities such as cooking and power. And on today's big story, we will be looking at access tourism that is rapidly growing in the Niger Delta. It focuses on making travels accessible to everyone, including individuals with disabilities, the elderly, and those with mobility challenges. Ensuring that destinations, accommodations, and activities are inclusive, allowing everyone to explore and experience the joys of travels without barriers. The initiative was well utilized in Turt Island Resort of Bayelsa State. Let's have a look.
Welcome, still across the Niger Delta, here at Turt Island Resort with the MD CEO, Tuebi Saprebi, to give us insight as to what brought about or birthed this idea that is actually saving a lot of money for residents in these parts.
Thank you very much, my brother and friend. What brought about the idea? The idea was simple. I was trying to solve a problem, I think so, a challenge around the neighborhood. It was about the challenge that was, affecting most people living on this side of the town. And that is the challenge of access. The ability to access the Mbiama and Agua side was the challenge because there are no enough bridges. The only major one recognized and government did is the Tombia and Masoma Bridge, that one at Tombia. So you must go around there if you must access this part of the city. And so it was a problem. I was living on this side too, so I sat one day and like, okay, how about somebody build a bridge and then take toll. Because I, as an individual living around the neighborhood, wouldn't mind. I would be very happy should somebody do such a project to pay, small amounts and then access the Mbiama and Aguasai so that we can go about our, livelihood, our daily activities. So over a period, nobody has done it. And you hear people complain, government no they do, government no they do, government no they do. Then I thought about it like, I went to the University of Lagos, so I was privileged to use one of these food bridges where you pay to Paco as a popular, in Bayelsa is Monkey Bridge, popularly known as Monkey Bridge, but in Lagos is Paco. So I used it and I paid, and I saw the need to pay. I felt like this is good. So back here in Agoa, I've not seen anyone since I came back from Lagos after school, so I felt like it is possible. Bayelsa stay in Lagos, and they pay to use it. Because when I approached family members, they said like, this thing no dey Bayelsa, this is not Lagos, so guy, why don't you look for some other thing? You just finished school. Look for work, government work, and go and leave this. Nowhere it is done in Bayelsa, so it will not work. They were a little bit skeptical about the idea, but over time, it was very clear in my head that why not? Because I faced the challenge directly. It's not something somebody told me. So at that point in time, I felt like, no, this project will work. So immediately, I had to speak with people from the community, like the youth president, to discuss the idea. He was like, it go good though. If you go video, I go good though. But community no get land to give you, so you have to talk to people, landowners, the best location you want to do it. Once they accept the project, then do and we go happy well for our community. So that guy just gave me the ginger I wanted at that point in time to go ahead with the project. So long story short, I hadn't a penny. Like I don't get money. Just school leaver, youth corps, where would I get such money to build this kind of bridge? So I started talking to people that will understand what I'm trying to do. I spoke with them, and then my elder sister was able to come in at this point to say, Tuebi, if you build this bridge where you don't tell us about, and it's good for you and your family, self, I go happy, at least the stress go reduce, the burden on me go reduce, so I will source for funds. So somehow she was able to raise me some funds for me. Though it will not be enough to fix the bridge, but when you want to do something, when the vision is clear, somehow God knows that they bring everybody around to just give you that shoulder to lean on to achieve that project. So, having done the bits she gave me, it has gone. Of course, it's now visible. So I could bring my friends down there to say, see this project at the Drum. This is what I intend to do. I'll collect money and do so. People saw the vision and kind of assisted me to finish the bridge. So, precisely August 3rd, 2015 was when we commissioned Tilt Foot Bridge, Okutukutu, and took the first 20 naira. So then it was 20 naira to walk past, and everybody was happy. Even my family members that were a little bit skeptical about the project was like, wow, is this what you wanted to do? This is good. And I must tell you, my brother, since then till now, I have not had reason to say there's no food to eat. And, we already have 29 staff as we speak now, because the single access tourism, which is the bridge, because it enables people to go about their activity. Normally to turn around, it will take your time and it will take your money. You spend about $200 to go around. If you want to avoid this bridge, right, you spend 200 naira to get to this other side of town. But should you want to use the bridge, then it's just $50. It means that you can actually go and go 3, 4, 5 times a day for the price of one. And it helps you go about. The business people that goes to sell here, go here, people that goes to school, churches. So the whole place, since the construction of this bridge, this whole area has opened up. Prices of houses has also gone up. A lot of businesses, schools have, you see them all over. So
the bridge has become a part of everyday life for residents in this community, Kutukutu.
Yes, it has been every day. In fact, our greatest challenge during the flood season, the weeds, the grasses, the weeds on the water, and the pressure of the water around October when the water is very high, would pull down the bridge most of the time, right? So, and everybody will be scared like, God, I wish they would fix, man. This has been part of our life. Please, sir, how can we do it? They don't even mind coming to help us reconstruct the bridge because of how important this access has been to them. Because they will tell you, it is because of this access I rented an apartment here. If not, I wouldn't have, because accessing this side has been worse. So the bridge has practically brought about development around this community, Okutukutu.
Okay, we understand they call you old boss here because of your venture into other aspects apart from the access bridge to help the community. You have a booming resort here. of sorts, and see commercial activities even on the bridge itself. So what are these activities, and why have you also ventured into these areas?
Yes, I will start by saying the access is everything. Once there is an access to a place, people just want to pass. Even if they don't really have a business there, they will just go and want to see what is happening there. So, people do that, and because of, I would say, over 500, 600 persons use this bridge every day. So the possibility of seeing whatever you display along the bridge, the 500 persons seeing this particular product is high. And it means that if 500 persons sees, maybe 50 out of the 500 may be interested to buy, because it is a neighborhood thing. It's a neighborhood bridge that everybody uses every day. So the idea came, okay, first of all, the bridge was crossing a small land. This land was standing on. It was very small, and then a family came to say, my bridge is crossing their land. After discussing with community and the landowners at the entry and exit points, at this middle, the family came to say, my bridge is crossing their land, and so I'll pay them as well. I'll include them in the deal. Or they want to sell their land. There was no idea to buy land. No, now the idea was just build a bridge and see how you can survive from there. But I was forced, because should somebody else buy this land, it means that that person becomes my landlord again. And the person dictates what happens around here. Haven't acquired the land and built the relaxation place, people have started coming in and said this place is beautiful. And if this place is beautiful and good enough for a relaxation center, it means that there are things we need to provide, around the place, so that those people that are coming to relax could actually buy like water, drinks, food, and what have you. So all the other things started coming in, because people come to ask, I get water, do you have drink, do you have that? So we were forced to provide all these things, and today it's been a business resort, because a lot of businesses is now feeding families. Over 50 persons earn a living around Tuot Island Resort. That's the idea. And then for me, it now makes me to want to go into some other kind of activities I'm passionate about, which is music, entertainment. It has always been there from the school days, university days. So haven't gotten this kind of business and this kind of area big enough to contain over 400 persons. So it means that it's an automatic events place. So I had a record label, 2 Loud Records, which I'm the CEO, and had 2 artists on my label. So immediately we started putting up shows to showcase these artists, because we now have a venue. That's one advantage we had. So at that point in time, we started putting up shows for people to come to. But in order for people to know the place, our first major event we did was in 2017, where we brought Perama, the Bayelsa, the job big artist King Perama, Free Time, to come and sing, a Wigri musician, to come and perform on the island. So that brought people from everywhere, and the island became known.
Can you quickly also please tell us, definitely there are challenges you might be facing. Those challenges, and what can be done to help make promote entertainment and tourism in this part, starting from your, using your business as an example.
Okay, thank you very much. The number one challenge we face here is the annual flooding. This is the Epie Creek, and Epie Creek collects, I would say, 70% of the water around the Nagua. Epie Creek is a major channel that takes this water to the big river. I think that's the Koli Creek at the Swale side. So it is a very important creek in the Nagua. Developing the Epie Creek, harnessing the potential, the tourism potential in Epie Creek, will help bring about tourism, and also economic boom in the Nagua, because this water runs across, from, I think there is a connection between the river Non and then Orashi at a point, but somehow, because of urbanization, it led to, I think, some kind of blockade of the Epie Creek up there around the Bogenem-Biama axis. So you tend to see small islands started springing up, because this place used to be a big river where the major access point to Swale Market, in fact, where commercial activities was done once upon a time before the creation of the Bayelsa, and then it became capital city, where people they even started looking for a way to fill the land and build houses. So the waterways has not been properly utilized, managed, because 30 years from now, there will be traffic, major traffic on the road, and it will now be necessary or compulsory to develop and use the waterways for even transportation and so many others. So the water has to be dredged, piled, landscaped properly, and possibly build one jet in every community that's along the P Creek, both on left and right, and prepare this thing for the future when this city will go very big, become a mega city, and then there will be need for other means of movement around town.
You're trying to make it the Venice of Bayelsa?
Yeah, man, the Venice of the Niger Delta. I think so, yes. It wouldn't be a bad thing for us, to, yes, develop. We have a lot of these beautiful waterways that could actually make it the Venice of Africa like we want it to be. If we properly, it will bring about job creation. A lot, as in thousands of people will get job from this particular project. Tourists to start moving in, because imagine how it looks like. Even with this little we've been able to do, with the small resources we have been able to employ a lot of people. We have another bridge in Akemfa, that we're also planning to develop the environment to this standard where people will see as a relaxation and tourist place or hub center. So yes, we wish that governments and private individuals that understand what tourism means, the potential, in tourism to come, so we can partner and, develop our place. We must not leave it for government alone.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Speaking with Mr. Tuebi Saprebi, MD, CEO, Siot Island Bridge. It was a pleasure. And actually, from where I'm standing, I can definitely see people and commercial activity taking place on the bridge. And if you live in Yenagoa and around this axis of Okutukutu, definitely this bridge will be a lifesaver. Across the Niger Delta, see you again.
You can agree with me that it is indeed profitable to prefer solutions in your immediate environment. Besides creating job opportunities episode of Across the Niger Delta. Do well to join us same time tomorrow for another edition. I am Averu Sogene Ebo. Bye for now.